So I just got back from Disney World with my family, and to sound super cliche, it was a truly magical time in the land of Disney. No, seriously, that shit was super califragilistic-expialidocious. I mean, she'll make you want to do one of them little heel kicks like old Dickie Van Dyke used to do on the Mary Poppins show. You know, just one of these right there. I'm serious, after that trip, boy, I'm gonna be sweeping chimneys for the rest of my life. It was just magical, folks. No, but seriously, it was an exceptional trip. I mean, we were fortunate enough to have both sets of our parents with us. Our kids were just mesmerized, you know, the entire time. And we took them when they were younger, but this time I feel like they could really grasp, you know, what was going on. And, you know, there's nothing like seeing a kid's face, you know, at a place like Disney World. I mean, it's awesome, and it's something that I know that they're gonna take with them for the rest of their lives and always remember. But anyhow, the reason I got on here was for a very random reason, even more random than typical. But anyhow, so I wanted to share this with you. While I was there, I just got off Splash Mountain, and I was waiting in line for another ride, and I got hit with this wave of creativity. And I came up with this little like quote poem in my head while I was waiting in line, and I think it really defines how I felt while I was there. And you know, what I'm gonna tell you is probably really corny, or some people might even think it's genius, and perhaps it's probably somewhere in the middle. But anyhow, I wanted to share it with you because, you know, I like to add as many thoughts as possible to this, you know, catalog of reflections that I've created called Whiskey Sessions, you know, my museum of musings, I like to call it. So, you know, someday when you're journeying through this museum, this gallery of my thoughts, you can find this one and be like, what the hell was he thinking? But anyhow, I want to share it with you because it goes a little bit like this. Actually, it goes exactly like this. I swam to the edge of the world and flirted with the face, where the mountains fertilize the universe, both splash and space. I know somebody just watched it and was probably like, that was kind of tough. And it might have been, but I really like it, man. It's one of the probably the corniest things I've ever written, but all at the same time, it makes a lot of sense to me. And I just wanted to make sure that it was archived so people could access it to infinity and beyond. Salute.